Welcome to Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio, where tonight we'll see the fourth banana ball game ever played in a Major League Baseball stadium. It's Game 76 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the folks whose amps all go up to 11, our electric friends over at Zappos. We've got 35,000 fans roaring and ready to rumble here in the land. But most importantly, we have you. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land on YouTube as well as Bally Live. And welcome inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Josh, we are on the edge of history here, just 6 trick plays away from 1,000 here on this tour.
Well, this is a monumental game in Banana Ball, not only because it's that fourth Major League Baseball stadium, but because we've got some history that we could be stumbling upon here tonight. Again, the Bananas and Party Animals, 6 trick plays away from 1,000 on this 2024 World Tour. That was a goal set before this season got underway, and we are also 1 inning thrown in less than 2 minutes away from 200 all-time in Banana Ball history. Now, outside of those landmarks, we are also going to see some really special guests in this game, some former Cleveland legends playing for the then Indians, and of course, we're going to have some special entertainers and even a special runner in tonight's ball game. And the Party Animals, they just snapped a 10-game winning streak that the Savannah Bananas were on. And when it comes to these games in Major League Baseball stadiums this year, the Bananas won in Houston in early March. The Party Animals rebounded with a win in Fenway in early June. And now somebody is going to take that season lead once again here tonight in Cleveland.
This is the 4th. We have 6 in total. So everybody doing the math at home, there is 3 more. Cleveland, Philadelphia on September 21st, and then Miami on October 12th. So this is a pivotal game when it comes to which one of these squads is going to win the Major League Baseball Stadium Series. Also, when it comes to Ohio, Nanners currently lead 2 games out of 3 after taking 2 of 3 down the road in Columbus. Okay, let's get it down to the field. Bill Leroy and company have the Banana Baby. We've got to see what's going on. Jesse, you can take it away, my man.
It's the first game of the Savannah Bananas back in 2016. We need to get it from all of you right now because it's now time to meet tonight's Banana Baby, Josiah. 6 months old, Josiah was born for this moment. He's feeling it. Keep those spirit fingers going strong. Fans, one more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Josiah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to right center field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason, to party. Make some noise for the Party Animals. Meet the lineup for the Party Animals. The right fielder, number 1, Jake Cole. Center fielder, Reese Hampton. The DH, number 3, Dalton Cornett. At third base, Bryson Bloomer. The shortstop, Chase Aka. At first base, number 2, Jason Swan. The extra hitter, number 5, Jordan Hussein. At second base, number 9, Dustin Paper. Behind the plate, Taj, the Quadfather Porter. And left fielder, Tanner Tinder Thomas. On the mound for the Party Animals, 777, Garrett Delano. The Party Animals are managed by Mike Vavasis, Isaac Hess, and Anthony. How you doing, Coramano?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing some bananas power to the plate. His name is Jack. He is 6 years old, and it is his birthday today. So on 3, let's say happy birthday, Jack. 1, 2, 3. Jack is attempting to hit a home run against these Party Animals. So make some noise for my dear friend, Jack. He's digging in the box, facing Party Animals pitcher Brett Helen, who winds up and throws the first pitch. Strike 1. Brett, it's his birthday, and you shouldn't be flexing on a 6-year-old. Can we get a boo for Brett Helen? Unbelievable. The count goes to 0-1. Here comes pitch number 2. Strike 2. Come on. This doesn't seem very fair, Brett. I don't like this at all. But here comes Split. Oh my goodness. He knocks the catcher over, steals the ball from Brett Hen. And now Jack has a fair fight. Whenever you're ready, my friend. Boom! That ball's crushed, and they're fighting over it. The Party Animals all fall down. Jack's on his way to first. Chase Acuff can't handle it. The throw goes wild. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Jack is bubbling, tumbling, stumbling his way around the bases. The ball's going into left field. He's rounding third. Headed for the plate. Bryson Blaber gets it. Here he comes the flag. He falls down. He is almost there. He is saved and home plate. Home run for Jack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to learn the rules of our game. The name of the game is Banana Ball. And in Banana Ball, we have 11 rules. Rule number 1, every inning counts. You win the inning, you get a point. How do you win the inning? Score more runs than the other team. The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number 2, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit, unless. Rule number 3, if we are tied, it will force a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker. 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you are thrown out of the game. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in Banana Ball. Ball 4 is a sprint. The runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step out of the batter's box. If they do, he'll call it a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. Rule number 9, the Banana Ball challenge rule. During the game, each team has an opportunity to challenge 1 umpire call per game. If that's not enough, Vince, not only did they get to challenge your authority, so do the fans. Your fan challenge representative tonight, it is Brian. Here he is. He can see you. Oh, come on, man. Rule number 10, the golden batter rule during the game. Once per game, each team can take any hitter in their lineup and have them bat in any spot. And finally, the most fans first rule of them all. Cleveland, did you bring your gloves tonight? Oh, that's good, because if any of you fans catch a foul ball in this game, it counts for an out. And those are the rules of Banana Ball. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little competition between the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals. This is the water balloon toss challenge. As you can see, both teams are lining up all the way out into deep center field. They have buckets of water balloons out there, and their mission is very simple. They have to take a water balloon and get it from each teammate all the way down the line, toss it without breaking it, and the hitters are going to have to hit it. We've got Ty Jackson for the Bananas. We've got Jake Skoll for the Party Animals. The first team to swing and smash that water balloon will win. If they drop it along the way, or if the hitter misses, we start all over. Teams, are we ready? Then on your mark, get set, go. Party Animals at the toss. Bananas that fall behind with the breakage. Here they come, Party Animals with the soft hands. The Bananas are catching up now. Porter gets in, comes to Swan. Kellogg's got it, Brett Helton. Swing and a miss, and Jake Skoll makes contact. The Party Animals win the water balloon toss challenge.
An impressive win from the Party Animals on the water balloon toss. They should have won it a weekend ago in Louisville. Had a whiff from Jake Skoll at the end, so they get redemption here in Cleveland. As you take a look at the Banana Band and the rest of the cast and crew lining up behind our wonderful brass musicians, as we get the parade kicking off. The coolest part of it, you can see towards the tail end, we have all the champions from Banana Ball's first ever youth tournament. Happened here in Cleveland across this past week with the championship games today. 6 different championship teams all get to parade with the cast and crew here in Progressive. You take a look at some of the sights and sounds. I think the most impressive thing was the incredible Banana Ball IQ. The trick plays were unbelievable.
Look, it was the first Banana Ball tournament. It is not going to be the last. This is going to be a yearly tradition. And the reviews we continue to get from everybody in attendance was that the level of play was very high caliber. Kids ripping trick plays left and right, a lot of really good offense as well. And these kids are also bought into all of the entertainment aspects of as well, really trying to put on a show for all of the people in attendance. And it is really cool to see Banana Ball with a pipeline that extends beyond a developmental team like the Visitors. We are sure to see it year in and year out now with this Banana Ball Youth Tournament.
The future is bright, but let's bring it back to the present. We're on the verge of history tonight. Sam Bauman has more.
Yeah, Biko, Josh, that's right. When it comes to big moments, when it comes to trick plays, nobody is more qualified to talk to about that than our own Ryan Cox, the glove magician. We're only 6 away from 1,000 trick plays. When you hear 1,000 in a season, Ryan, what does that mean to you?
It's really wild because we set out for a goal of 1,000 at the beginning of the year, and you think, you're doing the math, that's going to take the whole tour, and here we are with 20-some games left and about to accomplish that feat tonight. It just shows all the hard work that each team's putting in to try these moves every night, not be afraid of failure, and really get after it and show the crowd something they've never seen before.
Now, Ryan, 6 away, so incredibly doable between the two teams. What would it mean, though, for you to be the one to put 1,000 on the board?
It'd be really special. We've been working really hard. It's nice to rack them up individually. Whoever gets it tonight, we're going to celebrate harder than you've ever seen because we've earned this collectively. A lot of guys put work in the offseason together to make these things possible. My vote, it's going to be Jackson Olsen in like the 3rd inning tonight, if you want to take predictions. But if it's me, I'm going to be extremely blessed and thankful for the opportunity.
Ryan Cox doesn't miss on the field. Doubt he's going to miss on the prediction. Drake?
Outside of the Party Animals dugout with Chase Acuff. Chase, put 1,000 trick plays this season into perspective for me.
Yeah, we set out as a group, Bananas and Party Animals at the start of the year. 1,000 trick plays was our goal. Tonight is going to be the night that we surpass that. I mean, we're going to be over 1,000 well by the end of this season. I mean, it means a lot of work together with the guys, feeding off each other. And honestly, I feel like the Party Animals get overlooked in this. Bananas always done the trick plays, but we really stepped up our game this year and really helped us get to 1,000 as a group.
Chase, who will make the 1,000th trick play?
First off, it's going to be me. I'm going to make the 1,000th trick play. But if I had to take any other guess, it's going to be Reese Hampton with a in-the-back catch.
If it's you, what will the trick play be?
If it's me, for the 1,000th trick play, I will go in between the legs, behind the back, spin to first. Nice and smooth, nice and easy, right to the glove. Maybe Swanee even goes behind the back on it. We'll see.
Josh Biko, Banana Ball history will be made tonight with the 1,000th trick play at Progressive Field. Back to you guys in the booth and party on.
Thank you, Drake and Chase. Thank you as well to Sam and Coxie. The trick play record, not the only history that we expect to see tonight. The first sub-2-minute inning will be the 200th in Banana Ball history.
And you're getting a look at the guys in the top 6 all-time when it comes to innings thrown in less than 2 minutes. Between these 6 men, we've got over 100 innings that have been thrown in less than 2 minutes. Of course, Brett Helton leading the way with 37. You've got a banana and a party animal in Cowboy Kyle and Sean Fluke with 15, and then DJ the Invader, Zach Phillips, Drew Gillespie, all really showing off with the speed, especially in 2024. The best part is, all of these guys projected to pitch in tonight's game. They are gunning for that record.
We are slated to have a legendary evening for a plethora of reasons. Let's take a look at how the full capacity crowd, over 35,000 on hand, will all get ready to rumble with Jesse Cole. You've got the mic, Big Yellow.
5,000 here in Cleveland, on your feet, because it is time for the fan warm-up. So please welcome to the field 5-year-old Marley Joe. Oh, look at her come. All right, Marley Joe, you have a very important job. Your job is to get this crowd going crazy, wild, and make sure they're electric tonight. Can you do that, Marley Joe?
Yes.
It sounds like it. Marley Joe, whatever you do, all 35,000 the fans are going to do. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Oh, good start, Marley Joe. Keep it going. Oh, I like this. Oh, good energy, Marley Joe. Keep it bringing. Keep it going. Oh, a little Pulp Fiction. How do you even know that dance? What is she doing? And now Staying Alive? What movies do you watch? Keep it going, though. Oh, we're swimming. That one makes sense. That makes sense. We're still swimming. All right, keep it going. Oh, jumping jacks. Here we go. Look at the energy. She is electric. Oh, all right. This is better. Marley, Joe, look around. 35,000 people going crazy for you. Let's hear it for 5-year-old Marley Joe.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 35,000 people here in Cleveland, Ohio, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball! Crescent Field, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off, the center fielder number 5, DR the Doc Meadow. Batting second, the DH number 19, Dan Ober. Batting third at first base, wearing number 3, Eric Joe. In the cleanup spot, playing right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. At second base, batting 5th and wearing number 8, he's our greatest showman, baby, Jackson Olsen. The catcher, numero uno. Give it up for Bill LaRoy. The left fielder, number 15, we call him Rack Robert Anthony Cruz. At third base, number 18, Bruno Mars' lost long cousin, Danny Hosley. At shortstop, number 6, our club magician, Ryan Cox. And the extra hitter, number 10, our bat trickster, we call him Ziggy, Alex Ziegler. On the mound for your Bananas tonight, number 88, Noah Niznik. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Viro Virant and Ray Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Here, to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Natalie Kovacs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Kovacs.
It is game 76 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the people who know that mime is money, our sage friends over at Zappos. The state of Ohio is on the line tonight. A Bananas win gives them the Buckeye State. The Party Animals emerging victorious will earn a split and also bring them one game ahead in the battle for Major League Baseball stadium supremacy. Let's take a look at the Nanners' defensive alignment here in Cleveland. From left to right, In the outfield for the boys in yellow, Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, third to first, it's Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Doing the catching is Bill Leroy. And starting on the mound, Noah Nisnik.
Ryan Cox is still pacing all players on tour with his 153 trick plays. He is on pace for 202 this season. And his buddy at second base, Jackson Olsen. We are now playing a game where we're trying to see if Olsen can hit 100 before the tour's end. And Robert Anthony Cruz, 4 trick plays in his last 5 games for the Bananas. He's been terrific in left.
Let's zoom in on the man with 7 trick plays in as many tries. Noah Nisnik still in the scrum as the Bananas break away after another, what I can only imagine and can guarantee, legendary pump-up speech from the man, the myth, the legend, Reginald Horton. Niz Nasty has emerged as the ace of this Bananas team in his first ever Banana Ball campaign. St. Louis, Missouri kid has been nothing but extraordinary.
7 trick plays and 7 wins on the tour, which is tied for the most on this season. He is making start number 21, and he has now started each of the last 3 games in Major League Baseball stadiums for the Bananas, as an ace should. Now, the Party Animals made Noah Nisnik work in his last start. He threw 64 pitches across 3 innings with an average minutes per inning mark a touch over 5 minutes. But still working on a really phenomenal season, a 1.27 ERA plus, indicating he's been 27% better than tour average.
We expect Niz gets 2 innings tonight. Will probably be the only pitcher to get more than 1 frame on the bump. Here's the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. Menacing as per usual, especially when you start it with Jake Skoll, Reese Hampton, Dalton Cornett, and Bryson Bloomer. Does not get easier in the middle with Chase Acuff, Jason Swan, and Jordan Hussein. And at the bottom, still some more terrific bats with Dustin Baber, Taj Porter, and Tanner Thomas.
And just based on the cuts we saw from batting practice today, Skoll and Hampton going to be very dangerous in the lineup tonight for the Animals, as we send it down to the field to hear from the man in the yellow tux, Jesse Cole.
Banana Nation, it's time. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off for the...
What a dynamite crowd we have on hand here in Progressive Field. What a beautiful arena it is for Banana Ball. Built in 1994, 2 years after Camden Yards. A big part of the end of the 20th century baseball stadium revolution. You had a beautiful look at the skyline in downtown Cleveland. Originally Jacobs Field, affectionately known as the Jake. And Skoll trying to do damage on the first offering, fouls it away, not caught by any fans. And we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Heck of a battle to kick it off. Skoll, the team leader in on-base percentage at .404, tied with the man on deck, Reese Hampton, in the home runs department with 8 apiece. His 59 runs batted in. Check that, 59 runs scored leads the team, only 1 behind Malachi Mitchell for the tour lead. And he's pacing the tour with his 5 triples, 55 RBIs, and 38 ball 4 sprints.
51% of his total hits this season have gone for extra bases. He's leading all players on tour. He's also got some of the best numbers against Noah Nisnik, batting .455 against the left-hander.
Sends this one the other way. Weird hops there for Ryan Cox. Still pulls off the trick play. Under the leg. And over 35,000 fans with a combined ooh and ahs. He gets trick play number 154.
Well, with the weird English on that ball, it is an impressive trick play for Ryan Cox that he still had the wherewithal to go between the legs and fire it over to first base. We sit now 5 trick plays away from 1,000 on the tour.
For all my math superstars at home, that means we're at 995. One misses just a bit inside to Reese Hampton. Now the full capacity crowd with a lot of chuckles as he gives Bill a one-man spank train experience. That ball destroyed, but straight to Meadows in center, who backflips lands the flip, makes the catch, and now we're 4 trick plays from 1,000.
A great play to see from DR Meadows. Plenty of time to set up, put himself in prime position to start that jump and come up with the catch. And the Bananas and Party Animals, all they could talk about these past 2 days, just asking everyone, wait, how many trick plays are we again away from 1,000? It's all that these guys are thinking about, and again, we keep getting closer and closer to history.
We could be halfway there at the end of our first half inning of play. Let's see if the Bananas have one more trick play in them. Dalton Cornett cranks this deep to right. Alexiadis leaping, can't make the play. Big ricochet off the wall. DC3 looking for 3. Fired in from Meadows. It's going to be a stand-up triple for the Pippa Passes kid. Just like that, the Party Animals have life here in the top of the first.
And that is triple number 4 on the season for Dalton Cornett. It's really a testament not to his speed, but just the fact that he hits the ball so hard. And again, that ricochet off of the wall is what helped him get just 90 feet away from scoring. Bryson Bloomer now comes up to the dish.
Another Kentucky kid. Bloomer out of Lexington. Cornett and Bloomer in their 3rd and 2nd Banana Ball World Tours respectively, although this is Bloomer's 4th year in Bananaland. Started with 2 years of collegiate summer baseball with the Nanners. That ball juggled and dropped. 0-2 count on the Boomer. They just got to play Banana Ball in their home state. We were in Louisville, Kentucky last weekend. All 3 games on ESPN 8 The Ocho. 2 on ESPN 2. The middle game on ESPN. Special moment for everybody involved as Bloomer gives the fans a second opportunity. They come up empty once again.
Close play over in the second deck. Saw a fan with the glove almost come up with the snag. All of a sudden the fan's hands go up in disappointment there. He's going to get a little gruff for that one.
Another foul ball. Another chance for over 35,000 fans on hand. 3rd time's a charm. Barehanded catch and a beauty by that man in the second deck.
Unbelievable start to this Banana Ball game. 2 trick plays and a foul ball caught for a fan. It's the 60th fan on this year's tour to catch a foul ball for an out.
Another look. He knew it. 3 straight foul balls from the Boomer. And the 3rd one has him retired. Let's take a look at the Party Animals defensive alignment, as Brett Helton and company have to check that, make it Garrett Delano and company. Brett Helton will be due out for the 2nd inning. Have to put up a goose egg to keep this game tied. In the outfield for the boys in pink, left to right, it's Tanner Thomas, Reese Hampton, and Jake Skoll. 3rd to 1st in the infield, you see Bryson Bloomer, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Behind the dish is Taj Porter, and towing the slab, Garrett Delano.
Last weekend, we saw a trick play from the trio of outfielders. The Party Animals are rolling out here tonight. Reese Hampton leading the way amongst the Party Animals outfielders with 33 this season. Dustin Baber had 93 trick plays a year ago to lead all Party Animals. He's creeping closer to his career best mark in a single season, and also very close to reaching 100 for the first time in his career.
Take a quick look at the world's slowest race. As per usual, we're about half a minute plus in, and there is no action, although no action is subjective. 7 babies, none of them, check that, my math's off. 8 babies, none of them have moved an inch. At least an inch forward. They're kind of going side to side. Some are going backwards. Garrett Delano gets the start. 3rd year in Bananaland for the kid out of Callahan, Florida.
Delano with 7 wins and 4 losses this season. 4 of his wins, however, have come since the beginning of June. He is making start number 19, and that 3.64 earned run average is the lowest mark by any qualified starting pitcher on tour this year. However, he was touched up a bit against the Bananas his last time out, allowing 6 hits and 3 runs across 3 1/3 credited innings and allowing 3 walk-offs. But still, Delano striking out 16% of all batters he faces as we have a toddler crossing that finish line.
The finish line did the majority of the work, but the toddler with a burst of speed at the end. Impressive victory as DR Meadows is set to lead things off for the Nanners. Dan Oberst on deck, Eric Jones Jr. in the hole. It's a murderer's row here in 2024 for the Nanners. You still have Reese Alexiadis lurking in the cleanup spot. Tonight, Olson, Leroy, and Cruz 5 through 7. And then Hosley, Cox, and Ziggy at the bottom of the lineup. DR back to being tied for the tour lead in batting average. You saw it briefly right there, 347. Knotted with EJ. And nearly gets plunked. Has to jump out of the way of that one. He was walked, earned a sprint on 4 straight bad ones in Louisville last weekend against Delano, and Garrett finally finds the zone with his fourth offering of the night. Now he's worked the count back to 3-2. There's the sprint. Either way, though, all 7 party animals behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. Smart base running by Meadows. That was good sprint defense by the Animals, and DR just gets 1 bag.
I would say very impressive sprint defense for the Animals. DR had a great jump coming out of the batter's box, read that pitch sailing away from him, and was already out to the races. But the Party Animals outfielders especially crashed in so well around that second base bag to hold DR to just 1 base.
Here's Dan Oberst, menacing man lurking in the 2-hole. Ball and a strike on the Bananas designated hitter, having a fantastic 6th year as a Savannah Banana. Seems like he gets better from one season to the next. Awfully impressive, squaring off against his best friend in Banana Land. Delano, a 2018 collegiate Nanner. Oberst, a collegiate Banana 2019 through 2021, as that one just misses the bottom of the zone. Dangerous 3-1 pitch coming to his jiu-jitsu sparring partner, and Dan's gonna flick this one out into right center. DR falls down, so he's gonna have to stay put at second base.
It looked like DR might have been off on the pitch as that one was delivered to Oberst, and Meadows sliding in as if he were just trying to get a stolen base for the Bananas. Nonetheless, good to see Oberst with a single for the Bananas. Now the inning in the hands of Eric Jones Jr. as this is down and away. Great block behind home by Tosh Porter.
Here's the aforementioned EJ. Tied with DR for the tour lead in batting average. Pacing all hitters with his .442 on base percentage and 9 long balls. Lays off the curve. Has to look out for a 5-pitch mix from Delano. 2-seam, 4-seam cut fastballs, curveball and changeup to round it out. And now Delano's 1 ball away from giving EJ a sprint, which will score Meadows easily from second. Would walk the inning off for the Bananas. That one, whoa, generous strike 2 call from Vincent Chapman. Payoff is skied behind home plate. Tosh Porter throws away the mask, finds the banana ball for a big first out.
Great execution from Garrett Delano, going with something off speed. Eric Jones Jr. getting underneath that one. And plenty of room in the foul territory behind home plate for Porter to be able to come away with the catch.
60 feet between home plate and the backstop here in Progressive Field. A lot of real estate back there. Here's Reese Alexiadis in the cleanup spot. Takes a heater right at the knees for strike 1. Fastball from Delano usually sits 90 to 92. Reese having a phenomenal rookie campaign. Comes to Banana Land via the Pioneer League. 3 years with the Ogden Raptors, finishing up as the MVP of the Pioneer League a summer ago. Out of Manhattan Beach, California, Pepperdine University. Well, that's a pitcher's pitch to even up the count. Swing and a miss. Delano went to the changeup. It's a big strikeout for out number 2.
And you get the signature crab celebration from Garrett Delano after his first punch out of the ball game. For Reese Alexiadis, this has been a little bit of a weakness as of late. Now 7 punch-outs for Reese across his last 7 games. We're seeing a bit of an uptick in the strikeout department for him, much like we saw early on in this tour.
Jackson Olsen tried to check his swing. Vincent Chapman checked with third base umpire Cal Allman, who said he went around. Now a ball and a strike on our social media sensation, having a dynamite second World Tour as a Banana, hitting .343. Just 4 points behind DR and EJ for the tour lead, as this one's going to be bounced by Dustin Baber, a little spicy, but he ends up getting it over to first for the out. Josh Talevsky.
I'll give him the trick play there.
It's a trick play. Third of the night. We're 3 away from 1,000. Let's toss it up into the stands to Sam Bauman.
Party Animals aren't the only banana ball stars here in Cleveland tonight. Right here behind me, we've got some of our youth tournament competitors. This right here, U11 Ballers Navy. And guys, how did the tournament go? Pretty fun?
Yeah!
That's the energy we're talking about. Not only did they have fun, these guys were competitors. Talk about some of the fun we had in the tournament. You said walking away with some awards yourself?
I got MVP.
What does that mean? Most valuable banana?
Yeah, most valuable banana.
Well, talk to me. How are the trick plays? What were our big trick plays we pulled out there?
I had under the legs, behind the back, between the legs, behind the back.
In the outfield, I made an in-between the legs catch.
Guys, we got some real stars on hand here. We're lucky they get to come watch, and you guys going to be playing down here one day?
I see myself on that field one day!
I believe it, guys. Give them 5 years, 6 years. They're going to be down there on the field playing with the Bananas Party Animals and whatever comes next. The future of Banana Ball is bright, guys.
Thank you so much, Sam Bauman. You get a look at the full capacity Progressive Field, over 35,000 fans on hand. And at the middle of it all, Bananas starting pitcher Noah Nisnik. How you doing tonight, Niz Nasty?
Oh, never better. How are y'all? Y'all got me up there?
Oh, we've got you loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining us. What's it like to be in the middle of this madness, man?
Surreal. Really the only way to put it.
Sounds right. How are you going to attack Chase Acuff here?
Probably stay away a little bit. Here we go.
That'll do.
All right. There we go.
Calm, cool, collected. Alexiadis in right field.
There we go.
Tornado catch.
How about it?
The 998th trick play of the year is one of the best you'll ever see.
Well, you could just feel it in the way Alexiadis was patiently waiting for that ball to come down. There was going to be some type of trickery involved. He continues to master the tornado catch. And Niz, my question for you, you've thrown the most innings this season for the Bananas. Is there any secret to inducing trick play outs?
Really just tackle. Don't know the dance. I was always brought up, my pitching coach, Lance Sherman, back home. Just simple, it's just attack it, let him hit it.
That one on a couple hops. Ryan Cox over to first. EJ under the leg! It's a double trick play for the 999th and 1,000th trick play on the tour.
No better way for it to be done than with a double trick play, and you're going to get the celebration down on that field. Cox and EJ coming together to chest bump.
Oh, hang on,
Here comes Shark.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 1,000th trick play in the history of Banana Ball.
How about that? A tornado catch to start the inning. Cox goes between the legs. EJ with the flourish on the other end. A double trick play. is $9.99 and $1,000.
Trying, I got a walk back
And Niz, you've now produced 4 trick plays from your defense behind you. You've gotten 5 outs. That's a heck of a pace.
He's hacking.
Now Jordan Hussein.
Let's go hit. Let's go hit.
DR Meadows, a sideways flip. Trick play number 1001 on the tour. Noah Nisnik, thank you so much for joining us. You're the best, man.
Meadows is a psychopath. Thank y'all for having me.
There goes Niz Nasty. Another couple looks at DR's trick play. Let's go all the way out to the bullpen. Drake Toll, what's going on, man?
Miko, I'm behind the scenes here at Progressive Field watching Sean Fluke warm up, and I'm going to give you all a back seat, back row, back behind the scenes look at this. Sean, how do you warm up?
It's my first throw of the day. I'm probably going to throw a couple, stretch it out, maybe like 3 or 4 from the bump, and we're ready to go, baby.
Sean, let me see it. The set, the toss, 96 miles per hour on the warm-up. Fluke, how do you do it?
It's just with ease. Everything I do is just with ease. It just comes natural. These muscles right here help a lot. And pitching without a batter in the box is just pointless. Throw somebody in there, let's strike them out, baby. Let's go.
Let's see it again. Wow, 92. Took a little off the cheddar there. Fluke, your thoughts about pitching in front of 36,000?
Just another day at the ballpark, baby. Just another day at the ballpark. More people to impress, more people to put on a show for. I absolutely love it, and I live for it.
Do the belly thing. You should just give it like a little pat. Just a little. That's all we need. Whoa! PG-13. Hello, Sean Fluke. Guys, I'm going to take a back seat or a backstage or a back whatever that was. Josh, Miko, party on.
Drake Toll, thank you so much. Sean Fluke, as well as Sean Fluke's belly button, thank you even more.
Cameo of the year.
Yeah, not the first, won't be the last belly button you see on BTV. Brett Helton takes over on the bump. Former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer is first man out of the pen for the Animals.
24th appearance on the tour, his 8th that has come in relief. And Helton, I should say, out of the bullpen this season. 23 innings pitched. He's only allowed 3 sprints, striking out 10 batters. Has a 3.91 earned run average, and the MPI at an average of 3 minutes and 14 seconds to record 3 outs.
Bill Leroy to lead it off, the 7-year Banana. Takes the fastball down. Good job, Garrett Delano. Gave up a sprint and a single to start his night. Put up a very important 0. That's why we're tied right now. And Jake Skoll, down to his knees, is going to break out the worm. And that is officially trick play 1002 on the tour.
Well, the pace tonight has been absurd for the Bananas and the Party Animals at that. You've got Jake Skoll with the time to come down with that one. And again, that's his favorite dance move in the whole wide world right there.
Gives up his mobility. Gets his 15th trick play on the year. Here's Robert Anthony Cruz, former Washington Nationals minor leaguer, squaring off against the former Pirates farmhand on the bump. Rack having a stupendous first year here as a Savannah Banana. 6 home runs, 16 extra bases in total. Earns the ball for sprint there, is gonna take just 1 base. Second sprint given up by Party Animals pitchers. Once again, the defense picks him up. Meadows and now Cruz both only get 1 bag on their sprints.
It's a little bit of a rare ball for sprint for Brett Helton. Again, we talked about the control he's exhibited out of the bullpen, but he immediately just pounds the zone. He always dials back in after surrendering the sprints. Rarely do you ever see back-to-back and see him already ahead of Danny Hosley here, 0-2.
Hilton out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Goes down to sidearm. It's a slider. And Hosley does a heck of a job just to get some lumber on it and spoil that one. Hosley started his college career at the University of Northern Colorado. Had no baseball opportunities coming out of high school up in Vienna, Virginia. Playing intramural sports, realized he still had some really competitive baseball in him. Thank goodness he realized that, as he's going to steal first base. Second time Hosley has swiped first on the tour. Rack advances 90 feet in front of him.
What's really good awareness by Danny Hosley, seeing that pitch went away, and with all the room we saw in foul territory when Eric Jones Jr. popped out, Hosley well aware he'd have some room and time to get up to first base.
Inning-winning run for the Bananas in scoring position for the second straight inning. Ryan Cox grew up about 2 hours away in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, has over 800 family, friends, and former players through his baseball training and coaching days, all in attendance tonight. It's as close to a homecoming as we get, even though we'll be in Philadelphia in just over a month's time. Now Helton one bad one away from giving up the walk-off sprint. Cox with 17 inning enders on the tour already. Boy, that's a pitcher's pitch. Makes this a full count.
What you know is Coxie is not afraid to work a count, anything close. If he doesn't like it, he will try and foul it away. But it's Helton missing outside, and Ryan Cox earns the walk-off ball four sprint as the Bananas draw first blood here in Cleveland tonight.
Here comes what I expect to be the greatest player dance in Banana Land history. I got to turn it over to Shark for the introductions.
Please welcome to the field, Andy Archer, KJ Jackson, Ty Jackson, and Corell Prime. And joining our players on the field, the creator of the very first viral YouTube video. Please welcome Judson Lightly.
Judson Lightly, friends. Are you kidding me? Evolution of Dance was my jam back in the day.
That was an electric factory right there. I was dancing along up here, maybe a little bit, just feeling inspired to see the legend at work.
I've got chills because of Judson Lightly and, of course, our dear friend Cowboy Kyle Lewis. First pitch bounced the other way. Hosley in front of Cox. 360, nice scoop. Alex Ziegler freshly inserted at first and making a sparkling defensive play on his first opportunity.
Kind of surprising that Danny Hosley decided to take priority over Ryan Cox. It was tough to tell who even fielded that ball. But what an excellent job by Alex Ziegler digging that banana ball out in the dirt, getting the first out for Cowboy Kyle in a very quick manner.
Dustin Baber back in the dugout. Here's the switch hitting catcher Taj Porter, having a terrific first year in Banana Ball, hitting .294, reaching base at a .383 clip. And Kyle stops the action for a beat here so that he, Olsen, Cox, and Meadows can put together a little choreographed dance. And fire a fastball on the black of the outside corner for strike one.
Well, Kyle, a 3-2-2 veteran, no surprise that he's able to nail that corner, take a bow as well. Cowboy Kyle, so far, doing a good job following Noah Nisnik, who was going to be a tough act to follow.
Noah went 2 innings, 1 hit, a 2-out triple in the first from Dalton Cornett. Nisnik induced 5 trick play outs. Check that, 6. He induced 6 trick play outs and got a foul out to a fan. That's because every single out in the field was a trick play. One was a double trick play, and then there was the foul out to a fan. What more could you ask when it comes to entertainment? And once again, right on cue, Kyle getting the clap going on a 1-2 here.
Taj Porter striking out over 25% of the time he's up at the plate. And getting a little more defensive, fouling this one back. The fans without an opportunity to come up with it. We'll see if Kyle starts to clap again.
He's going to fire this one in. Sans clapping. And maybe he should have waited for the clap. That one bounced a foot in front of home plate. Porter out of Mandeville, Louisiana. And he does go down on strikes, just a couple pitches late. Kyle shows you his fantastic slider. It's the first strikeout for Bananas pitching tonight.
Great execution from Cowboy Kyle, going to that slider and a pitch he is very comfortable in. And Kyle with pretty good numbers when he's following Noah Nisnik out of the pen. It's happened 9 times this season. Kyle's average MPI, he does it 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
Here's Tanner Thomas at the bottom of the order, left fielder for the Party Animals. Kyle and Bill's Bananas teammate, summers of 2018 and 19. Ball and a strike here on Mr. Tinder Thomas. Finishing up on Judson Lipley, just in case the folks in the chat weren't fired up enough as Tanner takes off for first. And that is going to be his tour-leading 6th steal of first base this year.
Remarkable. Tanner Thomas, anytime he sees the pitch get away from a catcher, he's immediately running. He is so confident in his abilities at this point, and he has tied the Banana Ball single-season record for most steals of first.
Now Jake Skoll steps in, rocking the LeBron James jersey, and this one grabbed on the run. Jackson Olsen flicked to first just in time. Former Major League Baseball umpire John Byrne there with the call. Bang, bang in time to nab the former first rounder. Looks like we won't have a challenge. Let's get it down to the field to Sam Bauman.
Pico, Josh, as we know, Banana Ball moves fast, so we're over the 1,000 mark already, but these are the 2 guys who got us there this season. Ryan, we talked before the game. What did it mean? You talked a lot about working as a team, and to have the 1-2 punch there to get to 1,000, what's that mean?
I think it was the perfect trick for 1,000. What we see at the first base position is brand new this year, what these guys are doing. And to be able to cap it off with the between-the-leg catch shows what Banana Ball's evolving to each year. It's an honor to celebrate 1,000 with you and all these guys, and I just can't wait to keep pushing the ceiling.
Now, EJ, any question. You see Ryan scoop and go between the legs. Any thought you weren't going to add on to that one as it's coming your way?
Well, you never want to mess up a trick play for anybody else. And I think everybody thought it was going to be Ryan to get the 1,000, but I just saw the ball in a good position. I've been working on the ball in between my legs, and happy we could get it and get to 1,000.
Guys, congratulations to both of you. Pushing the envelope. It's what we do in banana ball. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thank you so much, Sam. Unbelievable work from Cox and EJ. Really impressive stuff. It was Coxey's second of the game, 155th of the tour. And for EJ, his 30th in 32 tries, as you take a look at the numbers for Sean Fluke out of Hudson, Florida, here on his third tour.
Sean Fluke with his 18th outing this season, the fourth of which has come in relief. The last 2 innings of relief for Sean Fluke were thrown in 1 minute and 43 seconds and 2 minutes and 34 seconds respectively. All of a sudden, he looks very, very comfortable coming out of this bullpen for the Party Animals. And again, he's going to be throwing that 12-6 curveball at a lot of these batters tonight in Cleveland.
10-1-2 due to swing it for the Bananas. Alex Ziegler got the start in the EH spot. He has since then moved into the field. You saw him with a fantastic scoop at first in the top of this inning. Meadows and Oberst lurking at the top of the order. On deck and in the hole. This one, a moon scraper in the infield. Hussein and Acuff converging. Jordan with the barehanded catch. Trick play for the Houston kid to kick off the bottom of the third.
Great play by Jordan Hussein, despite the height on that ball. Comes down with a terrific barehand snag as we go to Jesse Cole.
To bat, a 2-time Major League All-Star from right here in Cleveland. Please welcome Jason Kipnis.
Chills right there. What a special moment for Jason Kipnis out of Chicago, Illinois. Came up in the bigs here in Cleveland in 2011. Called Progressive his baseball home through 2019. And he lines it up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Jason Kipnis with a single to kick off his banana ball career.
Well, the numbers throughout his tenure in Cleveland were phenomenal. Over 1,000 hits, 100 home runs, and 100 stolen bases. And now with his first career banana ball base knock.
Kipnis is the only player in Cleveland's franchise history to have over 1,000 hits, over 100 home runs, and over 100 steals. Guy who started his career with a walk-off single, got his 1,000th hit for Cleveland with a walk-off grand slam. And as you can see, absolutely beloved by the folks here in the 216. That was as prolific a standing ovation and cheer as we have seen for any former Major League Baseball player.
Would have to be very powerful for Kipnis as well, whose last season came in 2020 when he was playing for the Chicago Cubs, and that was a COVID season with no fans in attendance. Really never got that opportunity to get a big ovation from the faithful here in Cleveland. That had to be really meaningful as Dan Oberst goes down on strikes and Taj Porter throws out Malachi Mitchell over at second base. And it looks like we are going to get a challenge from Tyler Gillum.
The Bananas challenging the call on the field. Flash, the designated runner, pinch running for Jason Kipnis. Can pinch run one time every trip through the order. Pacing the tour with 35 steals in 39 attempts. Coming into this stolen base try right here. It's a beautiful swim move. The question is if Hussein got a slight piece of Flash's jersey. It does not look like that is the case. We've got half a minute left on our challenge. This is a great zoom by the folks in the control room. Looks like that's a whiff.
I am not seeing glove on any part of the uniform.
Yeah, that looks like a clean stolen base for Malachi Mitchell. This call is going to be overturned. Well, another great look from high home, but before the call was decided. And the folks fired up. Flash officially 36 for 40. Very impressive. So the inning-winning run up to second base, but the strikeout of Oberst means there are 2 outs as Eric Jones Jr. steps in.
And it's EJ batting .500 against Sean Fluke this season with 4 home runs against the right-hander. Has really been the bane of Flukey's existence.
This is where banana ball is so tough on pitchers. First base is not actually a free base. 4 balls to EJ would walk the inning off for the Bananas. That's a pitcher's pitch for Fluke to jump ahead. Porter fires well behind Flash. Hussein not even on the bat. With deuces wild, Sean Fluke is going to take off his shirt to the delight of over 35,000 on hand here in Progressive Field.
Well, it's the age-old expression, Biko. When in Ohio?
This one tapped. Fluke, what a play! Under the leg, dances and flicks on over to first for a trick play and a very important goose egg.
One of the coolest plays we've seen out of Sean Fluke this season. Sand shirt between the legs and gets that final out. A lot of swagger there from Flukey. Here's Sam Bauman.
Josh Biko here with Jason Kipnis, who just received a welcome back in Cleveland, a well-deserved welcome. What's the emotion like? You're really taking your time to soak it in as you walk up to take in at bat for the Bananas.
Kind of lost for words, but as I was talking to someone, it's my first time back in front of a crowd. So I came back with the Cubs in 2020, but there's no one here. It was COVID, so the stadium was empty. So I've never got to play in front of these fans again or get that hat tip that I just got and do all this crazy stuff. And my heart wanted it, and my heart's full right now from this. I miss these fans, I miss this stadium and these people, and to be able to come back and the Bananas give me this opportunity, today's been great.
Well, not only was it a great reception, but a great swing of the bat there. I know coming in today, you're saying, I don't know, it's been a little while. How'd it feel to make contact and make some real good contact, Jason?
I haven't picked up a bat since I laid it down for retirement, so it's been over 3 years. About 15, 20 swings in the cage, and you guys called me and you're like, hey, you're almost up, and I started sprinting over here and got the blood going, and that's it. So to be able to come out and get a hit, too, this night couldn't have gone any better. This is awesome.
Jason, why the Bananas?
Why not?
Why not? Jason Kipnis, Cleveland Indians legend. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thanks so much, Sam. A big thank you once again to Jason Kipnis for joining us, letting us all experience that magical moment. I mean, this is a guy who is beloved in Cleveland. You could see it by the standing ovation, robbed of that final moment with the fans who got to watch him play across 9 fantastic seasons here in Cleveland, and it was magical.
Well, isn't it remarkable that Kipnis says, I only took about 20 swings in the cages where you just go and catch an absolute barrel. It just goes to show that natural human reflex and the muscle memory does not leave you after retirement.
Those big leaguers are built different. Saw Mitch Moreland do a similar thing in Fenway. Hosley attacks this behind the back, across the diamond. Nice scoop once again from Ziggy. Trick play from Danny Do-It-All to kick off the fourth.
Well, Ziggy's been good with the trick plays this season, and now he's improving more and more as a first baseman, scooping those balls out of the dirt. Tremendous transition behind the back from Hosley, and we're already at 11 trick plays in tonight's ball game.
Slider there, strike. Looks like Vincent Chapman called it on the pitch, not the swing. Now he's going to call time. Dust off home plate, make sure that you can see home a little better. It actually just gives it one swipe. Well, if you're happy and you know it. And heaves the mask away. Not a lot of vertical height. Only got up to 18 feet. But horizontally traveled 37. That's a lead.
That was a scorcher out of the hand, though, from Vince. 82 miles an hour. That throw, thanks to TrackMan.
The fans down low love the bonus show from the home plate umpire. As does the 6'6" southpaw on the bump. Ryan Kellogg has another one sent Hosley's way. He goes between the legs. Ziggy between the legs at first. In time, another double trick play.
Really beautiful stuff, and you see the respect shown from Hosley and Ziegler. Haas give him the little tip of the cap and point to Alex Ziegler, and he returns the favor on the other end. Really nice recovery from Hosley.
Here's Bryson Bloomer. Ball and a strike on the Party Animals third baseman. Fouled out to a fan his first time. Guy who led the tour a year ago with that dubious honor. 8 foul outs across 2023. His delayed start to this season has him trailing Ryan Cox currently. Ready for a 2-2 here. Swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 frame from Kellogg. 3 trick plays and a strikeout. Heck of a top of the fourth.
Well, now Kellogg has thrown 6 straight shutout frames for the Bananas. And just finished that inning in 2 minutes and 18 seconds for the Bananas.
Unfortunately, 19 seconds short of what would be the 200th inning in Banana Ball history ever thrown in less than 2 minutes. We're on the hunt for it. We got our 1,000th trick play of the tour on the second out of the top of the second inning. I'll call that ahead of schedule. And the trick plays have not stopped since then. As Josh said, 11 so far on the night. As you take a look at Hey Baby. Here in Believe land. According to the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. Finally brought a championship back to the city that was called the City of Champions in the 1940s and 50s. It's been a heck of a drought since then, not for lack of trying. Cleveland in the World Series, 1995, 97, and most recently in 2016, lost all 3. Josh, you're thrilled that it did not go Cleveland's way in 95.
That's exactly right. I was actually raised on that 1995 World Series film. Anytime I was sick during school, or sick and couldn't go to school, I just flipped that on the VHS tape. That was incredible.
And then remarkably, they lose in 97 to the wild card Marlins on a walk-off and end up having an even more legendary Game 7 in 2016 right here against the Cubs, who come from down 3-1 in the series to steal it in Cleveland in extra innings. The rain delay that saved their season.
Each and every time that Cleveland was in the World Series, you got a tremendous showing for the team, but just never seemed to fully come through quite when they needed to.
Dylan Porter will take over on the bump for the Party Animals. Bananas lead this game 1-0. Walked off the second, capitalizing on some uncharacteristic Wild pitching from Brett Helton. Ball four sprint, a steal of first, and a ball four sprint. The recipe for the walk-off is, here's a quick 0-2 count on Alexiadis. Meat of the order here for the Nanners, 4 through 6, pistol squat from Porter. He has become infamous here across his 2 world tours and the summer series before that. Learned it from Jack Flaherty, pitching with him in an off-season as a drill to increase balance and leg strength. Turns out it's a fun trick to break out on the mound in banana ball as well. As Reese pops this right side, Porter and Swan are going to run out of room as the fans can't make the play either.
Went off speed there to Reese Alexiadis. Just had to try and get the bat on it any way he could. Very close to fouling out to a fan for the 4th time this season. Now Reese going to try and continue to battle here against Dylan Porter, who has allowed ball four sprints to 19% of the total batters he's faced this season, which is actually the highest mark among all qualified pitchers in this ball game. But it's Porter going back to his high cheddar and getting the strikeout there of Alexiadis.
Dylan has been a lot better as of late. Like there was some English on that one. That was not his typical high spin rate four-seam fastball. Also has the curveball, slider, and changeup. Sits about 90 to 93 with the fastball. Maxes out at 95. Out of Oakland, California. Sets his sights on Jackson Olsen now. This one all the way to the 3rd deck, not caught. That one jumbled around, falls harmlessly to the floor. Maceo Harrison coaching first base for a 2nd straight inning. Hoping to inspire a one-out rally with his infamous wrecking ball dance. That ball is drilled deep to right field. Jackson Olsen, one-way ticket to Souvenir City, walks off the 4th inning.
An absolute crush job from Bananaland's greatest showman, Jackson Olsen, going deep for the 2nd time this season, extending now a 7-game hit streak. And it's the Bananas extending their lead now 2 points to 0 in this ball game.
Jackson Olsen channeling the wise words of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, one of the best soccer players of our day. I'm going to play the home run position. Yeah, me too, Zlatan. I love it. Let's get it down to the field to our owner, Emily Cole.
Emily Cole.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care across the country without a permanent home. That's enough to fill Progressive Field 11 times. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Currently, there are over 16,000 kids in foster care here in Ohio. And growing up, Missy helped her aunt and uncle who were foster parents, and she saw the difference that they made in each child's life. Inspired and eager to help, Missy started working for a nonprofit that provides mental health services and foster care resources for youth and families. And her impact does not stop there. Missy, Kaz, and their 2 biological children became a licensed foster family in 2017. Since then, they have welcomed kiddos with special needs and sibling groups into their home, and they have helped reunify kids with their biological family. 7 years ago, they were asked to adopt a kiddo out of foster care. And this summer, after 18 months in their home, they have adopted another kiddo out of foster care and into their family forever. Fans, please help us celebrate the Vipperman family for the incredible impact that they are having right here in the Ohio foster care community.
Foster Family of the Night.
Or you could text 5155. Shark, there's more than one way to support Bananas Foster. Another shout out to the superheroes, the Vipperman family, making an immense difference here in the Cleveland area. Thank you so much, Missy, Kaz, and company. As we head to the 5th inning here in Progressive Field, Nanners lead 2-0. Jared Donaldson, the new man on the mound, and Chase Acuff in the 5-hole, leading off the frame, coming from the stands. Ooh, what you say, Josh?
Me like you this walk-up.
Big Jason Derulo fan?
I dabble from time to time.
Incredible performance here from Acuff and his teammates. You happen to see the woman performing this, lip-syncing this in the 3-panel mirror? Highly recommend it. Look up Ooh What You Say, Mirror. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on my to-do list.
The party animals are unbelievable. I mean, Acuff and company are nailing this beyond belief. But wait till you see the performance this lady does in the bathroom mirror. It's going to change your life. I've only seen it dozens of times. Donaldson, the 2022 Collegiate Banana in his second World Tour, gets the bouncer from Acuff. Cox bounces it between the legs. Ziggy at the other end fields it between the legs. And it's our third double trick play of the ball game. These guys are out of their minds.
It's absolutely absurd what we are witnessing in this ball game. 15 trick plays already in the game. And this might be the greatest defensive performance we have ever seen from Alex Ziegler over at the first base position.
2 terrific scoops, now 2 trick plays, both of them terrific. EJ was the architect behind the first double trick play of the ball game. He's moved into the EH spot. As Swan pops this one to left, Robert Anthony Cruz camping under it, back flipping, landing the flip, making the catch, and it's another remarkable trick play from the Bananas.
Now with 5 trick plays in his last 6 games for the Savannah Bananas, and Jesse Cole's got another announcement.
World's tallest pitcher. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Good job, Donnie. The splitter specialist induces the beautiful double trick play and then the backflip catch from Rack. What some out there in the world, like my buddy Jackson, calls the Rack flip. And now you take a look at the 10-foot, 9-inch legend who is at the peak of his powers here in 2024.
Recently just got the earned run average on the season below 1. Dakota Stilts-All-Britton has been an absolute monster on the mound for the Bananas. He's trying to continue to ride this wave. The Bananas bullpen has started. They've now retired 7 consecutive party animals. Check that, 6.
On 6 trick plays. 2 double trick plays in there, as well as a strikeout. Two-0 here to Hussein. The donut hitter squares it up, not caught by the fans. Stilts has 2 Ks on the tour. It is possible. There's strike 2. If Hussein punches out, over 35,000 fans get free donuts courtesy of Duncan. This one flared to short. It'll be another trick play from Ryan Cox. And Stilts once again does the job.
Terrific work from the tallest man in Banana Ball. Stilts inducing that line out. And the Bananas only allowing 1 hit to the party animals through 5 frames as we go down to Jesse Cole.
Battle of the band. Not a battle of the bands, a battle with our banana bands. So as they make their way out here, they are going to actually do a race all the way around the infield while playing Eye of the Tiger. And we're going to see who is going to win this race. Band is almost ready. They're set up. They're playing. It's almost time.
2, 1, go!
And they're on. And there it is, a battle of the band.
Did my time, took my chances.
It looks like Sexy Sax versus Jonathan. But look, the other Sax is coming around the corner. The tuba's halfway there. It's going to come down to the end.
Rising up to the challenge of all.
The saxophones are getting the edge. And it is. Sexy Sax with the win. 1 saxophone down. And the winner. Let's hear it for your Sexy Sax, Brian Nichols.
Brian told us before we went out to the party plaza today he was not losing the battle of the bands. He had to dig deep. Sax on sax action at the end. And Sexy gets the win as Ryan Rodriguez doing his best Ricky Vaughn. Major League set in Cleveland in the old ballpark, Municipal Stadium. There was over 78,000 on hand for that fate game, with Rick Vaughn coming in to face the New York Yankees. Tonight it's Ryan Rodriguez, who comes in to face the Savannah Bananas in front of over 35,000. Full capacity crowd here in Progressive Field.
23rd appearance for the Party Animals Wild Thing. Ryan Rodriguez striking out 15% of the batters he's faced this season and looking for a Ricky Vaughn type outing, but instead of a high velo fastball, he's coming after the Bananas with his devastating slider as he is second among qualified Party Animals with his 2.70 earned run average.
And spikes his first 2 warm-up pitches, sticking to his character. He's going to face Bill Leroy first. And Bill Leroy says, yeah, Major League's a pretty good movie. I like Charlie Sheen. But how about Will Ferrell?
Taste my blades of glory, pal.
Will Ferrell did it on ice. Bill does it on dirt. No less impressive. Look at him nail what I can only imagine is a single axle. Best part of the whole bit right here. Ah, where are we going, Chase? We're back. Just off camera. Well, we watched the fans and the Bananas soak it in. Bill with the big jump split finish. And pose.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10 for me. The boys in the dugout all smiles. Bill Michaels now up to bat.
A reminder, friends, this is a sport. You guys are watching a game here tonight. Oh! Ryan Rodriguez to the netting behind home plate. He's wearing the glasses, so I don't know what the problem is. His vision's fine. Of course, folks who have been with us across the first 75 games of this World Tour know Ryan Rodriguez normally with a beautiful mustache. He shaved it for the role.
That's dedication. That's care.
He's a character actor. Bill Leroy pops it in the infield. Dustin Baber taking control of the situation, nabs it under his leg. Another trick play for Derek Ginger.
Risky trick play from Dustin Baber. And Ryan Rodriguez so fired up, you get a split from him to celebrate. You got to look at it one more time. Bill Michaels retired, and Dustin Baber has tied his most trick plays in a season record from a year ago. Now very close to setting a new career record for one season.
It's 93 trick plays. Baber did it across 69 games last year. Gets his 93rd trick play in his 61st game here in 2024 as Robert Anthony Cruz sends that one back up the middle. A sprint his first time, scored the inning-winning run in the second. Continues to have a terrific rookie campaign in Banana Ball and rise to even another level of success in these big league parks.
Well, he's in a little bit of a competition right now with Reese Alexiadis to try and become the first rookie to 50 hits this season. He's now just one away, and Alexiadis one back from him at 48 this season.
Osley got that one up to the press box. Unfortunately, a few booths down. It's good to know that Danny Do-It-All can give Josh and I a chance. Finally achieve that dream of catching a foul ball for an out.
You know, I was actually given the idea today that we need to get a fishing net to hang out of here and try and catch.
Yes, I would like for it only to be used if necessary. You know, bare hand is best practice.
That's the ideal way that it happens.
Right, but if our arms are not long enough, then we grab the net.
Exactly.
Net in one hand, bare hand in the other hand. Hold your bare hand with a hand. Yeah. And then you try for the bare-handed grab.
It would look something like this.
Yeah, I can see it. Everybody else can't. But Josh is doing a remarkable demonstration up in the booth. 3-1 to Hosley. Just gets the inside corner. Oz thought it was ball 4. Count now full. See if Rack takes off from first. He represents the inning-winning run. Nanners lead by 2 in the all-important points department. There goes Cruz. This one driven out to center. Hampton's got great speed. Shows it off here. Firing behind Rack. Hustling back to first. He's safe. Throw is just barely offline. And Cruz beats the wrap.
Robert Anthony Cruz underestimated Reese Hampton's defensive abilities just a little bit. Great range from Hampton and nearly a perfect throw over to Jason Swan to double up Cruz, but pulling Swanee off the bag as Connor Higgins now comes in to relieve the Wild thing.
So we go from the pride of Newhall, California to the pride of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Higgy from a state over. Former Angels minor leaguer starts Cox off with a bender that gets the outside corner. Slider, fastball, changeup, 3-pitch mix. And the fastball is fast. He has topped out just above 99. After 2 straight breaking balls, shows you the gas. What a job by Cox to foul that off.
Well, that's where things get a little trickier as a batter. You prepare for Ryan Rodriguez, and most importantly, his slider. Now all of a sudden you've got to catch up to a higher velo fastball coming out of the left-hander's hand.
And that's an impressive leave because that comes in on the same plane as the first 2 curveballs that were strikes. Rack the inning-winning run. Still leading off first base as the count evens up on Cox. Ryan walked off the second inning with a ball 4 sprint. Did it against the former Pirates minor leaguer Brett Helton. Facing the former Angels farmhand here, that bender misses. Brunson Ballhome in defensively replaces Taj Porter behind the dish. Tries to frame it. Here's the 3-2. Rack is loose, and it's a rare strikeout of Cox. Higgins comes in, gets his man, and the Party Animals are able to keep the Bananas off the board in the 5th. They still trail by 2 points. Zach Phillips will be the new man on the mound, and the Mario Kart final lap music means it's the world's fastest inning. We're going to start right now. Philly was missing his left fielder and shortstop. He doesn't give a darn. 2 balls to Baber. Make it 3-0. Philly finally has the full strength of his defense behind him and now finds the strike zone. This one cranked into left. Didn't matter that Rack was out there. That's a base hit 10 times out of 10 for the Party Animals second baseman.
Good piece by Baber again earlier this season. Party Animals second baseman collected his first career home run against Zach Phillips and now gets their first hit since the first inning.
Taj Porter has moved to the extra hitter spot, turns around to swing it from the right side, his natural side of the dish, and produces a line drive base knock to center. Baber telling the boys, hey, let's keep this going. Phillips has been remarkable, absolutely stupendous as of late. It's been tough to get any offense going against the former Royals minor leaguer. Dalton Malden handles the tough hop, bounces it to Cox. Throw over to first, not in time. Tanner Thomas shows off his good wheels. Turns what could have been a double play into a fielder's choice.
Nonetheless, that's a really nice play from Dalton Malden, picking up a trick play while he was at it. Coxie trying to get that one out of his hand as quickly as possible, but it was going to be a tough task against Tanner Thomas with the steal of first tonight.
Now runners at the corners, 0-2 count on the leadoff man, Jake Skoll. Groundouts to short and second as that one goes into the writer's room. It's only about a 3-foot gap that Skoll snuck it in, and it ends up bouncing in and hanging out with our friends up there. Phillips looks Baber back to third, takes care of Skoll at first. Athletic play from the kid out of Texarkana, Texas.
Good feel by Phillips despite the trick play parade we've seen from the Bananas especially. It's Philly just ensuring that he gets the second out while checking a runner back as this one is flown into shallow right center field, and Dalton Malden on the edge of that outfield grass comes away with the third out.
And possibly a trick play. It's under review. Josh is unsure. He covered his eyes. The question is, how early did he cover them? I think that's a trick play. Josh is shaking his head. Felt like a trick play to me. We're getting another look.
Yeah, that's a trick play.
Early enough. Trick play, Dalton Malden. Let's get it down to Drake Toll.
Hey, Josh Biko, from our angle, not a trick play. He was looking at it the whole way. But I get it. I get it. Thank you, guys. Look, from one Dalton to another, Dalton Pons is taking the mound. Pons, buddy, let's go.
How are we feeling, Drake?
Dude, 35,000 people here. They're all crammed in Progressive Field to see you pitch. The emotion, the feeling, the chills. What do you got?
I love it. It's been amazing. Everything's been good here. I mean, the crowd is electric, too.
Pons, as we open up here in the 6th inning, what is the attack? What is the approach? Get the boys back in.
All right, let's go fastball here. Let's get ahead. Here we go.
Michael Vitamin D coming up to the plate. Dalton Pons to take him down.
Here we go. Let's do it here, huh? Yeah.
Had a hell of a start. Pons, I hear you got a friend who plays around these parts.
Tyler
is that right?
Freeman. Yeah. He's a good buddy of mine. I just saw him play the other day.
2 strikes on deep, throws it in low. So how did that happen? He's a Cleveland Guardian. Talk to me about it.
So we both played in high school. Me, him, and Cody Freeman all played in high school together. So we're all good buddies. Oh, come on.
Fans had an opportunity, couldn't come up with a Pons. 2 strikes. How do you do it? How do you clean him up?
What are we thinking?
Two seam.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, here we go. Let's try it here.
2-strike pitch. No bite.
Okay, don't pause the Sean Fluke. You got this, bud. You look good out there.
Thanks, Fluke. Love you, baby.
Another 2-strike delivery. The 2-2 good contact. That was Sean Fluke.
Hey, Sean Fluke again, man. You still got this, and I believe in you so much. You look fantastic.
2 balls and 2 strikes on deep. Fans, another chance. Nothing doing. We got to bring our gloves here in Cleveland. 2-2, he spoiled a few, Dalton. What's your strategy here?
Let's see here. Let's see what's working. Let's see what Bronny calls it.
Savannah, you say banana.
Yes. I like that.
Dos en Espanol.
Oh.
Hey, it's me again. I still believe in you.
Thanks, baby. I still love you. Deep.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, man.
Ball 4 sprint to Michael Dave. We'll see if he parks at first base. That's exactly what he'll do. Pressure's obviously on here in Banana Ball. That guy comes home and walks off. He has to go up 3-0. Constant with it.
All my walks.
Now coming to this corner, a professional MMA fighter.
A person who has 3 Guinness Book of World Records, including the fastest man on 2 hands from right here in Ohio. Please welcome Zion Clark.
The Cleveland native has donned the yellow to pinch run for the Savannah Bananas, and he leads off first base.
Here we go.
DR Meadows to the plate with nobody down and Zion at first. Ponce, I know middle of competition, but you get a moment like that. That's just banana. Oh, yes. Strike to go with it off the 6-2-2. Dalton, would you believe I did that entire thing with you perfectly?
I could believe it, Greg. I could believe it.
Standing up or getting crunked. 2-1 on Meadows.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
All right, 3-1. What's the old trusty?
Fast right here. Let's get back in the count. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious.
Sprint to DR, a pitch that was close. Zion out from first base. He'll take second. Hold it up there. The Bananas have a man in scoring position in Zion Clark.
That's all right.
Taking his 90. Yep. All right, Poncer, one triple play away.
Yeah, we're good right here.
Square off against Dan Oberg.
Here we go, Dave.
Got a little cough going on there?
Little under the weather.
What's all that about?
Just put under the weather. All right, let's count this out. Oh, yeah.
Oberg to Bloomer. Bloomer between the legs. Got him down at first. Zion headed to third. And the party animals got it. Oh, no. You got to tag him. You got to tag him.
Oh. They
didn't tag him. It was not the lead runner who was forced out. Zion Clark is taking third base. Oh, no.
Can't do much, Drake.
Stunning Pons. Zion Clark would be the winning run of the inning.
Yeah, here we go. Yes.
Eric Jones Jr. Ponce needs a strikeout ground out here.
Yep.
We got any Swifties in the house tonight?
Bless you.
I need you to sing it loud, Cleveland. Here we go.
Here we go. Back in it. Don't say I didn't want ya.
Eric Jones Jr. into center. Hampton with the catch. Zion thinks about it, tags the base, and holds up at third. All right, Ponce, what do we got to do right here? One more. Uno Mas, we keep the inning tied.
One more here. We're all good here. Let's do it.
One more, the strikeout would be immaculate. A little shimmy, a little shake to end it.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Ponce, when you got two in scoring position, two down, what are the nerves like in this moment?
That's all right. I mean, then they're kind of... Remember, this is a banana ball. Yes.
You got a couple on them. Do it. End it. Finish
Everything
it.
you have.
The 0-2 from Ponce. Oh. Crosby just spoils it. So now you've gone to the off speed. What do you dip into?
I don't know. To that?
Another 0-2 from Ponce. We'll have to smell you later. Dalton Ponce. Let's go. Strand Zion Clark at third base. Hey, Dalton. Hey, Dalton. How you doing? How'd you feel out there? Why do you keep coughing?
I'm all good, though.
Dalton, now that you've done it, now that you're pitching for 35,000, what's that like?
It's amazing. I love it here. It's been such a good time. It was a good outing, and you and I did a
piece of gum.
I'm okay.
Josh B, go back to you. Dalton Ponce closes it out. We stay tied in the inning. Party on.
Thank you so much, Drake. Thank you, Dalton. Boy, that was a sticky situation that Ponce found himself in. Second and third, one out, and he wiggles his way out of it. Welcome inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. It is time to give you the tools to possibly get yourself a free pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. You know the drill. The link is going to be in the description as well as the comment section. Drum roll, please, for the magic word. Crocs. It is Crocs because, of course, now that you can get a free pair of shoes on Zappos, you can get yourself a Bananas or Party Animals custom pair of Crocs.
They are wonderful, Biko. With this joyous news, I feel the need to share with the world that I'm in love. I'm starting to really feel things in my life again. And I'm in love with my Zappos Crocs. I'm in love with my Bananas Crocs. They are so comfortable, and I'm having just the best time with them in life. Sometimes I'm in the shower with them. Sometimes I sleep in them. I can't imagine my life any other way anymore.
Breaking news, everybody. Josh is in love, and boy, we all should really be supportive of how happy he is in this new place in life with his Bananas Crocs. And that is Bananas Crocs, not Party Animals Crocs.
Yes, correct. And thank you. Your wishes mean the world to me, and probably my pair of Crocs.
I'd be surprised if there's anybody in the world happier than I that you have found love in the world, Josh. It's only a matter of time.
You said it, boy.
3 innings to go. Tonight has been absurd, as per usual. Over 35,000 fans on hand here in Cleveland, Ohio. Progressive Field, home of the Guardians. And what a 6 innings of banana ball we've had. Still 37 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time to get 3 more frames in.
And a good man to be going to in the 7th inning as well. As far as the Bananas are concerned, DJ the Invader, 3 of his last 4 innings have been thrown in less than 2 minutes.
Full count here on Dalton Cornett, heart of the order for the Party Animals, 3, 4, and 5. Bloomer and Acuff due to swing it after DC3. Who's battling as per usual. Has to look out for the almighty slider from the Invader, as well as 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs and a changeup. Michael Mole throwing out 50 gift subscriptions. Very generous of you in the chat as Dalton Malden, another fine defensive play. Saw a trick play to end the top of the 5th. Starts off the 6th, check that, the 7th, with a nice play on the run.
Had to range a ways over to his right to grab that banana ball. Really a beautiful cross-body throw. In time over to Eric Jones Jr., now drifting towards that first base dugout and running out of room to come up with the catch.
Bloomer has fouled out to a fan already once tonight, struck out his last time. I don't want to brush past the unbelievable job from Zion Clark. Guinness Book of World Records has declared him the fastest man on 2 hands. As KJ Jackson, first inning, he's in the ball game. Can't handle a tough hopper from Bloomer. That one into left field. Another look at it. Tough scoop. The official scoring decision.
I lean error.
I do too. We're hitters, scorekeepers, but that only goes so far. Now Chase Acuff. Behind 0-2. See, Ty Jackson ended up with that ball. He's another fresh defensive sub for the Nanners. Looks like D.R. Meadows was pretending he didn't know where the ball was, tries to tap it up to himself, loses his feet, and can't complete the trick play out.
Tried to make it seem like he was losing the ball in the lights, tips it up. Not sure if it was communicated that was supposed to go to Ty Jackson, and then DR at the last second has to try and recover and come up with the catch and is unable to do so. Hopefully it is not a costly trick play missed for the doctor, as this one gets away from DJ the Invader, and both Party Animals runners advance 90 feet.
Wild pitch sends Bloomer to third, Acuff up to second. Jason Swan came in tonight hitting .315, only Bloomer with a better batting average on the Party Animals. And Swanee for 2 straight tours has been tremendous with runners in scoring position. Another good piece of situational hitting. Once again, now it's Ty Jackson pretending he couldn't find the banana ball. And it's going to be a sac fly as Bloomer comes across to score the first run of the night for the boys in black and pink.
Well, it was only a matter of time for the Party Animals able to take advantage of some defensive miscues. And how about this? In the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you get the Animals rock and rolling all night.
Shout out to my stepfather Brad's favorite band, Kiss.
Peter Griffin's favorite band as well.
I've always said Brad and Peter Griffin, two birds of a feather. Pretty similar cats. Jesse Cole fixing to get out on the field and make an announcement. When he talks, we listen.
Fans, now coming to pitch, a 3-time All-Star and 2-time Cy Young Award winner from right here in Cleveland. Please welcome Corey Kluber!
Corey Kluber is officially a Savannah Banana. Makes sense, right? He takes the ball from DJ the Invader, and you take a look at the numbers across his remarkable 13-year MLB career.
He just adds to the collection of Cy Young Award winners who have pitched for the Savannah Bananas, the likes of Jake Peavy, Barry Zito, Roger Clemens, and now the Klubot, who was fantastic across his time here in Cleveland, winning the Cy Young Awards in 2014 and then again in 2017.
Spent 9 years calling Progressive Field his home. In fact, all 9 of those years, he was a teammate of Jason Kipnis, who made his banana ball debut back in the 3rd, notched himself a single. Kluber looking for some success as well. Could induce a foul out to a fan. Cleveland faithful come up empty on that one. This one blasted out to left center field. Jackson and Meadows converging. DR makes the catch. And it's a successful 3-pitch Bananas debut for Kluber. The 3-time All-Star. All of those appearances coming during his 9 years in Cleveland. Gets the job done. And his kids get to watch him pitch in front of another full capacity crowd here in Progressive. Well, the folks in here
because of the man next to me, Corey Kluber, a legend here in Cleveland. You were just playing at the top of your game 1 year ago. What did it mean to walk back here in Cleveland, playing in front of a sold-out crowd again? Just the emotions going through all that.
It was a lot of fun. You know, the first game I went to as a retired baseball player was the Savannah Bananas game in Tampa. So, you know, I knew how much fun it was and how into it the crowd was and stuff, so I was looking forward to it.
Now, you've played in a lot of big games in front of a lot of big crowds. How's it compare being out here on the field in the midst of all this banana land?
I mean, like we talk about all the time, you know, the show is great, but the baseball is also great. You know, and I think that's why it works so well. You know, the whole thing is a top-notch production.
Corey, finally, we saw the foul off. Were you kind of hoping for a fan-caught foul ball?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Corey Kluber, a legend and a professional still to this day. Guys, Vico, Josh, back to you.
Thank you very much, Sam Bauman. Trick play. Zach Blankenship flicks it behind his back to first to grab the first out here in the last of the 7th.
Well, you get the athleticism from Zach Blankenship. Just 2 pitches in, collects the trick play, and Blankenship has struggled a little bit with control as of late. 4 ball, 4 sprints. And he's hit 3 batters across these last 8 2/3 innings. If he can just focus on nailing first pitch strikes, he'll be in a good place tonight. And he successfully got ahead of Olsen. Now he's successfully gotten ahead of Leroy.
Blankenship out of Fleming Island, Florida. Just like his starting left fielder, Tanner Thomas, who has moved to the EH spot. Great friends, going back to childhood. Jake Scholes going to call off Baber and Swan. Grabbed that one for out number 2. Did not give up his mobility before the ball came down, so not a trick play. But we always appreciate the attempts. Here comes Robert Anthony Cruz. 1 for 1 with a ball for a sprint, a single. He scored the inning-winning run back in the second. Does have a walk-off home run this year against Blankenship. That was back in Mesa, Arizona. I beg your pardon. Tied the 8th inning at a run each, which ended up, for all intents and purposes, being the game-winning home run for the Bananas. They won that game 2-1. Ended up sweeping Mesa, Arizona. That was on a fastball out to left center field. Blankenship was throwing to the same battery mate, Brunson Ballhome behind the dish. They had a long talk about maybe not giving Rack too many fastballs in a row. And you can see they're mixing it up a lot more, although there's the sinker, two-seam variety right there to get the foul ball.
Well, that home run is Rack's lone hit off of Zach Blankenship this season. But nonetheless, as a batter, you collect that long ball, you feel a lot of confidence when you step in against the guys again. And there's the second hit for Robert Anthony Cruz against Bam Bam on the season. A sharp single into right center.
Another terrific performance in a big league park for Rack. He's 2 for 2 with the ball 4 sprint. Had a triple and a homer in Nationals Park a month ago. Big round of applause from the 362nd straight sold out crowd in Bananaland for the Bat Boy, who then leaves the bat.
Job well done, young man.
Well, yeah, it's most of it. Most of the job was well done. There's always a million things going on. Maceo Harrison's in a bunny costume, circa Christmas Story, as he coaches third base. KJ Jackson gets his first cuts of the night out of Bowling Green, Ohio. A couple hours to the west of us. Played his college ball at Kent State. He has a very bright future ahead of him in Banana Ball. Was stupendous as a visitor this year.
The only man in Banana Ball history to collect 3 home runs in his debut series. It's a big reason the Bananas wanted to add him to the squad down the stretch. Also helps that he can come in as the defensive replacement for Danny Hosley. He's slated to close for the Bananas.
2-2 here on K-Jack. Was known as Pigpen back in the day. He was always the dirtiest guy on the field. Nothing has changed. Another good job of fighting off a tough Blankenship sinker. Blankenship pitched in the USPBL and the Frontier League 2022 and 23. This is his second year in Banana Ball. Another great take from KJ. Runs the count full, which will set Rack free once he knows Blankenship is coming home on the payoff. There goes Rack, and it's going to be a ball 4 sprint. Party Animals have to get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher before the ball is live, and they do a heck of a job of doing just that. Cruz only advances to third base, and the Animals still have a chance to win this 7th inning.
Well, the Party Animals outfielders, as they were creeping in, could see Cruz off on the pitch, so they felt the sense of urgency on that sprint defense. Tremendous job as that play developed, continuing to watch Rack and hold him at third base as KJ Jackson will advance up to second base on the first pitch from Bam Bam.
So the inning tying run 90 feet away. The inning winning run now in scoring position as well. 0-1 coming to Cox, who has over 800 friends, family, and former players of his in the stands. They watched him walk off the second inning with a ball for a sprint. Struck out his last time against Connor Higgins. Another tough left-on-left matchup. Sprays this to left. Noah Fisher will try to bat it up to himself, and he boofs it. And the Bananas walk off the inning because of it. What a colossal missed trick play from Fisher. The Party Animals would have won the seventh. Instead, they now trail by 3.
He's been so comfortable with his trick play since moving to left field for the Party Animals. That one tipping off of his glove and away from him rather than up to himself. And the Party Animals, just when it looked like they were going to claim their first point in the ball game, are now down 3 to the Bananas as they celebrate home plate with sexy sacks.
Ryan Nichols blasts away on the saxophone. Oh boy, Fish couldn't have picked a worse time for his first career missed trick play on his 12th try. The Bananas lead 3-0. We'll get it down to the young professor for a blindfolded pillow fight.
This is the Banana Land blindfold pillow fight. I've got Zach, Mike, Tate, and Tanner, and when I say fight, they're going to duke it out, and you are going to decide who is the best fighter of them all. Gentlemen, we're going to disorient you first with 5 spins. On your mark, get set, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fight! Here we go! And they're off. Oh, there's contact! They are going the wrong direction. They are swinging wildly, but hard. There's contact. Here they go. It's a melee. It's a battle. They're swinging as hard as they can. Our cameraman better watch out. This is a ferocious battle. 5, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we need to decide who our winner is. Is our winner Mike? Is our winner Tate? Is our winner Tanner? Or is our winner Zach? Here's your winner, Zach!
Into pitch for your Bananas. The blindfolded pillow fight, always a blast. Austin Krasminski will take over on the bump for the Bananas, who have 2 innings to go with a 3-point lead.
36th outing this season for Austin Krasminski, who was handed the loss against the Party Animals last weekend in the finale in Louisville, surrendering 4 hits and 3 runs in the 8th inning. But nonetheless, Krem still second among qualified Bananas, a 3.82 earned run average and 129 ERA pluses. Justin Baber chugs the beer and now prepares to dig in against the hard-throwing righty.
Bottom 3 in the order for the Party Animals. Baber, Ballholm, and Thomas. Heater just misses the outside corner. Krasminski out of Roswell, Georgia, 2017 Collegiate Banana. Josh, it's you. Oh, just out of reach.
That's why we need the net.
That one could have been caught by the net. So close. So close. No cigar.
I had the window open this time, everybody, in case you were wondering.
Wide open. It's because we share a window. Krasminski, time in the Angels and Cubs minor league systems, got all the way up to AAA. In Salt Lake City, as Baber punishes this one deep out to left, it's going to be off the wall. He was admiring his work for a while, turns on the Jets, and has himself a leadoff double here in the 8th.
It's a pretty tall wall in left field here in Progressive Field. Dustin Baber thought he might have been able to clear it, but upon seeing the ricochet, turned on the Jets and was still able to get 2 bags out of it. Party Animals trying to put up a crooked number on Krem for a 2nd straight outing.
It's a 19-foot wall in left. They call it the Baby Green Monster. 0-2 here on Ballhome, switch hitting catcher, who came in to replace Party Animals' other switch hitting catcher, Taj Porter. Nice fight there by Ballhome, Arizona State product. Here in his first Banana Ball World Tour, has impressed. Excellent speed, a tremendous athlete. Born in Arizona, most of his growing up in Los Angeles, California. That one just misses. Krasminski, a three-pitch guy, forcing fastball, circle changeup, and a slider. See what he goes to here on the 2-2. Back to the heat, and it's spoiled.
Bronny put a lot of his body into that swing. It's not traditionally the type of swing you want to see, but just trying to foul that one off. He is staying alive as Krem delivers another 2-2. It shanked just a little foul of that first base line.
When I was at Red Rocks Amphitheater a couple months ago, Parcels covered Teenage Dirtbag, acoustic, wild scene. Teenage Dirtbag was just playing by Wheatus.
Did you cry?
Not during that, no. Does not mean I did not cry during the concert.
I love that you're in touch with your emotions.
Just about as in touch as anyone I know. Payoff pitch, fouled away. What a battle between Krasminski and Ballhome.
So far, a 9-pitch battle between these two foes.
Another payoff. Another foul ball. You're not entertained.
And after Bronny fouled that one off, you could hear a lot of members outside of that Party Animals dugout clapping and cheering him on. They're enjoying this battle at the moment, and it's Ballhome lacing this one into the left center field gap. Coming around to score will be Dustin Baber. What a tremendous piece of hitting from Bronson Ballhome. Party Animals plate their first run in the 8th.
Key part of that is he never tried to do too much. Fell behind 0-2 instantly. And ends up serving a line drive to left center. Brett Helton has his chest waxed. Seen right out of the 40-year-old virgin. And is still suffering at home plate as the Party Animals have their second run of the ball game. Could not make it stand in the 7th. A missed trick play turned the inning from a win to a loss instantaneously. So instead of a 1-point ball game, the Animals trail by 3. And winning this 8th is so important for the fellows over in the third base dugout. 2 balls and no strikes here on Tanner Thomas.
Krem possibly letting his emotions get the better of him on the mound right now after a long battle with Ballhome, one that he didn't seem too pleased about. Not really throw any competitive pitches to Tanner Thomas. 4 straight bad ones. Thomas with the sprint and runners on the corners for the Party Animals.
Krasminski has been so good and so consistent across this tour. A couple speed bumps early on. He was really in a groove. From March until Louisville, when the Party Animals touched him up for 3 runs his last outing, they already have pushed across 1 here in the 8th. It was the bottom 3 in the order. Faber with the double, Ballhome with the double-digit pitch at bat, ending in the RBI single. And then Thomas watches 4 bad ones go straight by him, earns the sprint. 1-2 count here on the leadoff man, Jake Skoll. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And it's going to be 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts. The question is, when does the tag come on Tanner Thomas? He does a heck of a job staying alive. The Party Animals get an extra run because he survives in the pickle until now. allows ball home to touch home safely, and it's a 2 spot for the boys in black and pink.
Ball home was gunning from home from the minute that one was put in play. Jones Jr. wisely went to that first base bag and just decided with the Bananas up 3 points, he was willing to concede that run and make sure that they got the trade-off of 2 outs. And that was some good pickle defense from the Bananas.
And I beg your pardon, folks. There's only 2 outs, so it didn't matter when they tagged Tanner Thomas. Ball home was going to score. And now there's going to be 3 outs. In between the legs, Jackson Olsen grabs another trick play. And the Party Animals with a 2 spot have a great chance to earn their first point of the night here in the 8th.
But now we're going to need everyone to light up the sky here in Cleveland.
What a
so
show
everyone pull
it's
out
been
your
in Cleveland,
phones,
Ohio.
Turn on your flashlights.
The 48th
all
city
the way
to
around
ever
the stadium
have a
as we
live
light up
banana
the
ball
sky.
game in person.
We ask you all, sing loud.
Everybody doing the
A
math
little
at home,
yellow.
that
Here we
means
go.
Norfolk, Virginia, or as they call it there, Norfolk, will be number 49, and Salt Lake City, Utah is going to be number 50. This is stop 24 out of 29 on this tour. Game 76 out of 95. We're supposed to be 96. One game between the Bananas and the Aussie Drop Bears rained out and canceled. We'll be content if we can get 95 in. Unbelievable evening here in Cleveland. So cool getting to see some home state stars shine. Zion Clark, born with a very bizarre disorder, has no legs and ends up being an inspiration to the masses. The fastest man on 2 hands out of Massillon, Ohio. Which is about an hour south of us here. Also a foster care community success story. 8 different foster care homes across his first 17 years of life before Kimberly Hawkins adopted him. Ended up becoming a phenomenal wrestler at Massillon High School. And we get to see him get from first to third while pinch running as Drew Gillespie takes over for the Party Animals, trying to earn them their first point. And this is a good step in that pursuit. It's going to be tipped from Acuff to Bloomer. And Michael Deeb retired on the 7th Party Animals trick play of the ballgame.
Good feel and good communication as well from Chase Acuff, letting Bryson Bloomer know he was going to pop that one up to him. Now it's D.R. Meadows quickly lining this one into center field, and Reese Hampton, a great jump and a great sliding grab. Gillespie with 2 outs in 33 seconds, and now we're currently at the 39-second mark.
Dan Ober swings away to center field. Reese Hampton attacking, falls into his glove at the 46-second mark. Drew Gillespie with the fastest inning in banana ball history.
Unbelievable. 3 pitches, 3 outs, and it's the 200th sub-2-minute inning in banana ball history. It happens to be the fastest ever.
Final inning of banana ball.
Pure magic here in the 189th banana ball game ever played. The young professor letting the folks know we're going to our final inning. It's a 3-1 game.
On the other hand, the Savannah Bananas need just 3 outs to win the game here tonight in Cleveland. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final inning.
And right now, let's meet the ring dudes.
DJ the Invader held the title for 3 weekends. At a 47-second inning against the Aussie Drop Bears. Then the Bananas had a weekend off as the Party Animals and Firefighters dueled it out in Greenville, South Carolina. The Bananas and Party Animals battled in Louisville, Kentucky a weekend ago. And here in Cleveland, in front of the 4th crowd ever to witness banana ball in a Major League Baseball stadium, Drew Gillespie sets the new banana ball MPI record. Let's get it down to Drake Toll.
Drew, 200th inning in banana ball under 2 minutes. You now have the MPI record. You just set it here at a Major League Stadium. How? What? Why?
I was just waiting for the 200th inning. I like even numbers. You know, it's just things I do out here. You know what I'm saying?
What do you have to say to the ladies at home?
There's only one.
Party on.
Saucy. How about that there from Drew? A living legend. One of the best we've ever seen pitch in banana ball. And now we see the best we've ever seen pitch in banana ball. Danny Hosley trying to nail down the save.
Danny Do-It-All climbing the hill for the 43rd time this season. Has a 2-point lead. He's going to be attacking 3, 4, and 5 in this Party Animals order, as he's looking for his 21st save of the season in his 22nd opportunity. He has not blown a save since March 14th in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
He's got his work cut out for him. Cornette, Bloomer, and Acuff, 3 of the best the Party Animals have. Wow. A beautiful 12-6 curveball to ring the bell and get a strikeout to start the 9th.
Just a gnarly break at the end there. Dalton Cornette frozen, and you can see the disappointment on his face. Nothing you can do about good late action like that from Danny Do-It-All.
Only Cornette's 12th strikeout on the tour compared to 17 ball 4 sprints earned. Tough to punch him out. Here's Bryson Bloomer. The trick play missed from Noah Fisher in the bottom of the 7th inning looms so large right now. This game would be tied at 2 points each. Instead, the Party Animals trail by 2 and need to get a man on before they can bring the tying run up to the dish. Danny Hosley is the best pitcher we've ever seen in banana ball, but he is susceptible to the long ball. It's his lone Achilles heel. Off the end of the bat for Bloomer. Meadows, nice recovery. First step was back, lays out to make out number 2.
That's what they teach you when you are learning to play the outfield. Always go with the first step back. And that's just DR using his natural speed and that element of his game to make a tremendous catch to keep Bloomer off the bases and to put the Bananas 1 out away from jumping back in front of the Party Animals when it comes to the season series in Major League ballparks.
No balls and a strike on Chase Acuff. He's been the 9th inning hero for the Party Animals so many times this year. Homered off Hosley in the 9th back in Jacksonville. What a take. The 1-2. Fouled away. Got the Vulcan changeup, was able to spoil it.
This is, again, what's made him so good in the 9th. A very disciplined approach. Just willing to battle until he gets the pitch he likes. Acuff batting .450 in the 9th innings this season and gives the fans an opportunity to end the ball game. And the catch is made! The 3rd fan to ever catch a foul ball to end a ball game. And it's the Bananas getting the 3-1 victory in Progressive Field tonight. Holy cow!
Hey, go get it. Oh, good. Oh, go get it.
Another look at the historic catch by that guy. A bare-handed snag. And only for the 3rd time ever, the game ends with a foul out to a fan. Kannapolis, North Carolina. than Louisville, Kentucky last weekend in the 186th Banana Ball game ever played. All of a sudden, here in game 189, the Party Animals fall by the same fate. We've got so much to talk about on the post-game show. Bill Leroy will first get to celebrate with the boys down on the field. We'll see you next. It's coming Friday night in Norfolk, Virginia. Bill, for now, celebrate with the fellas. Josh and I have a lot to chat about after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your winning squad. Infielder Dalton Malden with entertainers Alex Diegler, Malachi Mitchell, and Maceo. Tonight's starting pitcher, Noah Disnick, and behind the plate, myself, Bill Leroy. And now for our pitching staff, DJ the Invader, Kyle Louise, Jared Donaldson, Ryan Kellogg, Austin Krasminski, Andy Archer, and Zach Phillips. And now, for the boys that do it all, our utility players, Eric Jones and Danny Hosley. And now our boys in the infield. We have Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Danny Overs, Brandon Crosby, Corral Prime, and KJ Jackson. And now our outfielders, D.R. Meadows, Robert Anthony Cruz, Michael Dean, Reese Alexianis, and Ty Jackson. And now for three legends joining us tonight, Zion Clark, Corey Kluber, and Jason Kimness. Our coaching staff, Tyler Gillum, Ray Ortega, and Adam Byron, and Stills. One more time for your Savannah Bananas! Fans, you were absolutely amazing. As we finish this night, I want to introduce the fan that caught the ball to win the game, 71 years old. Let's hear it for Jim! What a special night here. 23 trick plays. You witnessed the 1,000th trick play of the year and the fastest inning in Banana Ball history by Drew Gillespie right here. But fans, we're not done. We appreciate you so much. 35,000, you brought the electricity. So we're gonna finish with one big tradition right here on the field. This tradition started in the One City World Tour, the first time we played Banana Ball outside of Savannah back in 2021. And we've done it every game since. And it's because you've all come together from all over the country to be here today in support. You have stood by us since day one. And we want to do one more time, where all the players are going to put their arms around each other with the cast. We ask you, put your arms around your neighbor. Everyone put your arms around your neighbor. All around in the upper deck, the lower deck. This is a family here. And we're going to lead us in one big Stand By Me. So I want to hear you as loud as you can go, Cleveland. Here we go. for showing up and showing out tonight. We get to live our dreams because all of you in every single seat tonight. So make some noise for being the best crowd of the entire tour. From the bottom of our hearts, we absolutely love each and every one of you. So we ask to get your hands up high. Around the entire stadium, get your hands up high. We're gonna break it down as one big Bananas family before we go home tonight. But I need to know, are you ready? What do you guys think? Are they ready? I don't think so. Are you ready? No? They're not ready? Let me hear you. Are you ready? That was pretty good. Fans first on 3, loud and proud around the entire stadium. Fans first, 1, 2, 3. We love you so much, Cleveland. Thank you for coming out tonight. Drive safe. See you soon.
Well, my friends, we just witnessed one of the greatest banana ball games ever to be played. What a joy it was to have you all on hand with us. Before we bring it up to the booth with my buddy Josh, we're going to have one last special guest down on the field. Sam Bauman's got him. What's going on down there, Sam?
Go, Josh. I'm here with the ever-jubilant Jesse Cole, and why would he not be after the game we just saw? Jesse, you said it. We got to see 1,000 trick plays for the season tonight. We got to see the fastest inning ever. We got to see a fan catch a foul ball to end the game. How do you put into words to what we did here in Cleveland?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is why we built this game, Banana Ball. To see the trick plays, to see the fastest inning, to see the fans involved, to see the energy from this. It is unbelievable. You know, you have a vision of what you want to build and what you see that this game could be, and then you see it happen in front of your eyes. It is so special, and I'm so proud of everyone, the fans, the players. I am beyond words because this was just a baby that we created. To see where it is right now is just beyond anything I could ever imagine.
And you sit here and you watch the fans who want to be part of this, the former big leaguers who want to be part of this, which we saw tonight, and both of them saying they wanted to be here. This was on their list. This wasn't Bananas searching them out. They wanted to be here. What does that say about what you have built and how people are bought in to what is Banana Ball, Jesse?
Jason Kipnis came up to me before the game, and obviously he was a star here in Cleveland, and he finished his career in 2020. And he never got to have a tip-of-the-hat moment for a career that he worked his butt off and played his heart out for the fans. And for him to come out there, you could see tears coming down, emotion as he looked around, and he came up after and thanked me for that moment and that special moment. And, you know, if we can provide those moments, we're just a team of, you know, we started just a bunch of kids running a ball team. And to see those moments created for big leaguers, and then Corey Kluber, who came up to me and said, my kids wanted to see this. My kids wanted to see me play for the Bananas. It's a dream come true. We watch these players, you know, be stars out here in front of these major league crowds, and now be a part of this, and to give back and give those moments to them, it's truly special.
Jesse, of course, many people have thought what you have accomplished, what has been accomplished here, impossible, undoable, and a man who represents that very well we got to see tonight in Zion Clark. Many people told him what he couldn't do, what wasn't possible, what his limit was, and when he came on that field tonight, he showed just what Banana Ball is all about. There are no limits. What was it like having him as part of the Bananas for a day?
It's unbelievable. I mean, you go back from the beginning of this tour, and they said, you know, women can't play at the highest level of baseball. They can't do that. And then Jocelyn Alo comes out and is a star, you know, big hits. And then you see what Val Perez does, and Ashton Lansdale with big outs and strikeouts, and then Zion Clark. You know, a man, well, what a story, his background, what he's been through, and to come out here and pinch run in front of a sold-out crowd, 35,000 fans, never played the game before. It's just, we want to give hope for everyone. We want to see that anybody can relate to anybody in Banana Ball, whether it's the Mananas, whether it's the Banananas, whether it's kids, whether it's women, whether it's someone like Zion Clark. Your differences make you stand out in Banana Ball, and that's what this was built for. And we're never going to stop looking for those opportunities to make people shine and for people to recognize and honor those people that need to be honored. And I'm just so blown away at what we were able to see tonight.
Jesse, finally, I mean, we set these bars, these expectations that seem unreachable, playing in MLB parks, hitting 1,000 trick plays in a season, and then not only are they hit, they are surpassed. What's next for Banana Ball? Where do you go higher than this?
We're never going to stop dreaming. This started as a dream. Hey, we can make baseball fun. We can maybe sell out a few stadiums, and then we invented and created our own sport. We're never going to stop dreaming, babe, because I think people need more dreams. They need to be told not what they can't do, but what they can do, and not think about what should be, but what could be. And when you start asking the questions, what if you could do this? It gives everyone hope for the future. And so, to answer your question, we got some big plans. We're going to dream big. We're going to do things no one ever imagined. And we're going to take this all over the world because I believe in it. Our people believe in it. The fans believe in it. And I believe we're just getting started.
Jesse, thank you. An absolutely magical night here in Cleveland. Biko, Josh, I've got the feels tonight, guys. I've got the feels.
Thank you so much, Sam Bauman. Wow, Jesse Cole, waxing poetic. That is our fearless leader, just about at his most emotional. I think the only time I saw more emotion on Jesse Cole's face was in the National Baseball Museum and Hall of Fame with Banana Ball's display being unveiled just less than a year ago. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala once again. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. That was a legendary Banana Ball game, and what a fun post-game show it's been. Jesse said it all perfectly there. But, oh my goodness, what a game, man.
I don't think that it's a stretch to say that we may have just witnessed the greatest Banana Ball game that has ever been played. When you look at all of the records, the milestones, the moments that happened in tonight's ball game, you have 23 trick plays total between the Bananas and the Party Animals. Only 2 trick plays that were missed in the ball game. So when you look at the success rate, unbelievable stuff from all the guys out on the diamond tonight. Of course, you have a fan catching a foul ball to end the game. Jim coming up with the big catch for the Savannah Bananas. You have Drew Gillespie throw the fastest inning in Banana Ball history in 46 seconds. It was always the dream that you see 3 pitches, 3 outs that quickly, and Drew Gillespie finally accomplishes that. And of course, 1,000 total trick plays. Again, it was the mission before the season even started, and the guys have already blown it out of the water. There will be many more to come. And then you get Jason Kipnis and Corey Kluber with great and very effective returns to the diamond here in Banana Ball. You get to see Zion Clark pinch running for the Bananas as well. It was a really special night, and we witnessed all of these things happen in 1 hour and 56 minutes, a game that is still in under that 2-hour time limit. It's ridiculous.
Quite possibly the craziest hour and 56 minutes of my young life. Mind-boggling stuff. And speaking of an emotional Jesse Cole, if you want to be emotional yourself, go to Netflix, check out Zion Clark's story. His wrestling journey, mind-boggling. It is, you will not have a dry eye in the house, but it is well worth quick little 12-minute documentary, and it is mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling. Zion is one of the most inspirational people I have ever gotten to see and meet and have the pleasure of getting to witness their greatness out on a baseball field. As Jesse said, a guy who's never played baseball in his life. The first time he is in a game of baseball, of course, our version being Banana Ball, it's in front of over 35,000 fans in his home state here in Progressive Field. It's what dreams are made of.
It was a really special moment. You could tell the crowd just behind him from the way that they applauded him. The same kind of ovation that they gave both Corey Kluber and Jason Kipnis, so it meant a lot. And again, we focused back on the game just a little bit, another close contest, and it did feel like the Bananas dominated for the most part, but still a 2-point ball game as it comes down to that final inning, as it always does. And the Party Animals unfortunately just hurt themselves a little too much tonight. You had erratic control from Brett Helton in the second that led to the Bananas' first point, and then the very costly Noah Fisher trick play missed that gave the Bananas that third point that ended up being the statement piece for their victory here in Progressive Field. Is they are now 2-1 against the Party Animals in Major League ballparks this year.
The game can be narrowed down to a plethora of plays. but this one, obviously more than any. That's the difference between a 7th-inning win for the Party Animals and a 7th-inning loss. It's a 2-1 game going out of the 7th if the ball is caught. It's 3-0 instead, and then the Party Animals, of course, lose 3-1. Just to move away from the game, for one last point here, it continues to be more flummoxing to even comprehend that this game happened in an hour and 56 minutes, because you also had Judson Lipley, another Ohio native, who performed a version of the Evolution of Dance, which meant the player dance was extra juicy, and then you had that moment going into the 6th inning, or check that, the 7th inning, carry the 1, the 5th inning, when you have Ryan Rodriguez coming out from left field doing the Rick Vaughn Wild Thing walk-up. Then you have Bill Leroy coming up with the stroke walk-up. And before that, we had a full-blown promotion, the first ever Battle of the Bands, with the whole band racing around the infield. It was, I'm going to just guesstimate, 4 to 5 minutes of theater. There was not a pitch thrown amongst that time, and the game still ends easily less than 2 hours.
Well, give credit where it's due. That means that the pitchers on the mound are doing their job, working quickly. That's the reason you get the game in less than 2 hours tonight. And Biko, again, you mentioned all of this great entertainment that we saw tonight. It only gets you more excited for what we're still to see in the store, especially in the next ballparks to come. Major League, that is, Philadelphia and Miami.
Before that, this coming Friday, we will kick off a 3-game set in Norfolk, Virginia, which is going to be a really fun one between the Bananas and the Party Animals. So we'll see you on the Bananas YouTube channel for that one. Before we shut this thing down, we do have to give away not 1, not 2. No. Not
I jumped
3,
the gun.
not 4, but 5 pairs of shoes. Correct. 5 pairs of shoes, courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. 5 winners coming your way. The first being, after this drum roll, Ethan Callaway. Ethan Callaway, congratulations on your free pair of shoes. By the way, we're giving away 5 pairs of shoes tonight because this is the 4th Major League Baseball stadium.
And that checks out with my math.
And that makes sense. So our second winner, drum roll, Katie Trout. Katie Trout, congratulations on your free pair of shoes. Drum roll. Kylie Crowder. Kylie Crowder, congratulations. You have a free pair of shoes courtesy of Zappos. Drum roll. Kathy Shea. Kathy Shea, son of a gun, you've got yourself a free pair of shoes from Zappos. Drum roll, please. Nicholas Besser. So just to repeat, because that was rapid fire, the most shoes we've ever given out, thanks to our friends over at Zappos. Ethan Callaway, you're a winner. Katie Trout, Kylie Crowder, Kathy Shea, Nicholas Besser, you are all winners as well. You're all going to get a free pair of shoes thanks to Zappos. Okay, and the last thing we have to do before we bid you adieu and say hello in Virginia in Scary the One, 5 nights' time, we have to shout out this cast and crew. On the first base camera, Jade Morgan, unbelievable tonight, working her last game of this World Tour. Jade's been a superstar, not just on the cameras, also in the control room, cutting up a plethora of videos that we have used on the broadcast. Jade, an absolute superstar. 2 years of college left. I promise this will not be the last BTV broadcast that Jade has participated in. Same goes for Kylie Sadamka on the high home camera tonight. Took the most important camera we have. What's new? Kylie, what an absolute superstar. Absolute superstar, has directed a bunch of our broadcasts this year, has turned into a Swiss Army knife by every definition here in Bananas Television. Also just worked her final game of the tour, is going on to do stupendous things at the Big Ten Network, and boy, we are going to miss her there. Kylie, I mean, just can't say enough. She is an absolute rock star. Absolute rock star. Emerson Elmgren, not her last broadcast. We're going to have the Iron Horse of BTV in Norfolk for you tonight. She was on the third base camera. On the center field cam, John Serb. Excellent work, John, on another mighty important camera out there. On the low home, Lex Fowler, as good as they come. Lex, you are the best. On high first, that would be Sophia Peach. And on high third, Keegan Woods. Tremendous job, both Sophia and Keegan. On the wireless, Clayton Franklin bouncing all around, progressive Progressive Field. Our engineer tonight, Nick Keldy, DJ Squints, as per usual, and our utility, Hope Peters, making sure that our mic'd up content goes swimmingly, which it did because Hope was in charge of it. So what's new there? When it comes to the folks in the control room down in Savannah, Georgia, a big thank you to our director, Chris Haynes, as well as his partner in crime, our technical director, Griffin Ellis. That is a two-man wrecking crew, pressing all the right buttons, calling all the right shots. They're as good as they come. Same goes for Kwanzi on the replay. Nailed the challenge we had tonight. All the other replays were stupendous. No surprises there. On the audio, Gwen Guido, who is another rising star here in the BTV world. On the scorebug, Michael Basista, the best of the best. On the graphics, Julia Massey. On the statistics, being updated on said graphics, Mikey O'Connor. That is a graphics trio that I would put up against three people in the Northern Hemisphere. I can't speak for the other three hemispheres. I would love to. We'll discover that when Banana Ball takes over the world. A big shout out to Chad Reese, the coordinating producer of Bananas Television. Nothing happens without Chad. He is the puppet master of this little show we like to do here. Big thanks to my buddy Josh Cholevsky on the color commentary and statistical savantry. Another wonderful performance, buddy.
Biko, this was such a fun game to call alongside of you, and your play-by-play, it makes my heart sing.
Thank you so much, Wild Thing. Another special thanks as well to Sam Bauman and Drake Toldown on the field, and a big thank you to Noah Niznik and Dalton Ponce for getting mic'd up with us, as well as Jason Kipnis and Corey Kluber for joining us on the broadcast. Same goes for Ryan Cox and Eric Jones Jr. after they teamed up on the 1,000th trick play we saw on this World Tour, and the 999th. Lest that not be forgotten, folks. What a wild ride it was here in Cleveland. We could not do it without our executive producers. A final thanks goes out to Emily, Jesse, and Carrie Cole, as well as El Presidente himself, Jared Orton, for our wonderful and very talented casted crew. I'm Biko Scala saying so long for now. Thank you all so much for joining us here in Cleveland. The Bananas win the 4th ever Banana Ball game played in a Major League Baseball stadium. They take down the Party Animals 3-1, now lead the MLB series 2-1 with 2 to play. Philly and Miami still on the docket. We'll see you this coming Friday night on YouTube as the Bananas and Party Animals duke it out in the home of the Norfolk Tides, AAA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. A lot of good players have been showing their talents there. We can't wait to bananify the place. Until we see you in Norfolk in 5 nights' time, we will see you later!